Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna go with main only for now. Oh god, I look bad. It's fine. I've had a nice, quiet day today. I've noticed. So, from Wednesday's stream, like earlier this week, I did a little bit of a boo boo. And I stayed up a little bit too late on Monday. I think I also slept pretty poorly on Sunday. And I still haven't recovered, man. I don't know what it is. My body is just not the same it was. Yeah, I just need like a full week to recover for something like that. And I had like an hour nap today. I never nap. I napped for like an hour today in my hammock. It was nice temperature outside. It was good, but I didn't really feel like any less tired after that. I don't think. I've had a horrific cold ever since my trip. Oh, that sucks. Yes, even it's all your fault. No, I've also been a bit stuffy in my nose this week, which wasn't big, hasn't been great. But oh well. I can only apologize. Yes, even apologize. Hello Tableau, hello Mumbai, hello Buggy, hello Dragonair, hello. That's also Mumbai. And hello Eben, of course. Welcome everyone to the stream, a Friday stream. Apologies for not having a video out today. I have been working on the Savannah Habitat Inspiration video. It's almost done. I think if I hadn't had my hour nap today, I might have finished editing it and I need to do the voiceover, which will also take a while. Because so far the video is like, I think it's an hour and 10 minutes right now, and I still have about 2 hours of footage left to edit. Hammock, I would bake alive if I tried to sleep outside. I mean, right now it's a nice temperature outside, so here it's good. Hey, Hugos. Anyway, last stream we worked on this badger habitat over here. It's very cool. I like it. It's a bit on the simpler side, but we are trying to wrap up the zoo, so that's kind of what we have to do, I suppose. After the stream, I did continue building a little more, so I made a bit of a temporary, maybe not temporary, probably not temporary. I've made the entrance to this area. So inside of this rock, I've put the home of Habre that I also had in the village. I just copy pasted it over here and I figured, that works. That at least introduces the area, and then we got the Nepal flag and it's good enough. And if I get around to doing billboards, we can have a sign here being like, welcome to Nepal. So that kind of just introduces you to the area. Then I also cleaned up this area over here. So I've made a door into what will be the backstage, which we probably won't get around to building, but that's fine. And this shortcut over here has also been done up. So I just added some more rocks and stuff in this secondary viewing area of the Palace Cat. And that wraps up this little area over here. I think it is pretty much done. So that concludes the entrance. Oh, yeah, I added some decals to the floor here. And yeah, I think that's gonna be hashtag good enough. We can move along into the village, where today we can either work on some stuff inside the village. I don't think that's what I will do. My music isn't playing. You're right. What happened to my music? I don't know why it stopped playing. Decals my beloved, yes. So today, as you saw in the thumbnail and stuff, I think I want to be working in this area over here, specifically the Asian golden cat habitat that I've already kind of started building. I think we can give that some detail. I'm going to look up the inspiration I had for this habitat real quick. So we are going, and I will share this. I will turn on the screen switcher. And we will go to Auerhans Zoo. And we have to go to an older version of Auerhans. I hope that this... Nope. This... Maybe... I don't think this will have it, but it's worth a check. Where would it be? So I'm looking right now. I'm looking for the old yellow-throated marten enclosure. specifically the old enclosure, which might make it difficult to find. I could also just look up an image online. That might be easier. Just want to quickly see if I can spot it. I think so. This is. Let me just check this. This is the lions. So this is around where the new enclosure is. I just want to check if this footage... Okay, the new enclosure was under construction here. So the old enclosure might still be there in this footage. If I can find it. It would be across from the sea lions. Could you put... Oh, Mane Padme Humrocks on the workshop. Oh yeah, I totally can. That would be a fun workshop item. Okay, wait, so this is the Blue Lagoon. Love the red panda emote when you like the stream. Wait, that's a thing? Oh, thank you. I like that one. I don't think this is where I'll find the footage. No. So it would be a much older, which is my old camera. Okay. Oh god, that was loud. My ears. I don't think you get to hear that, but yeah, I was watching my own video like because I'm so self-centered. Now let's look up Auerhand's Yellow Throated Martin exhibit. The old one. This is the new one. I specifically want the old one. This one. I don't have a red panda emote. That is indeed. Did you see Paradisa has baby red panda? Yes, they're not the only one. We're getting into baby red panda season again, which is awesome. I'm gonna have to go to zoos. Let's see. Do they have any additional? Nope. Do they have any additional photos? Nope. Okay, so this is the only photo I have. But this is roughly what I had in mind, except maybe not the spaces between the window panes. So let's try to make something like this. They were born on the day I was there. Oh, I mean, then you're not likely to have seen them. Like, probably for the first few weeks, they're gonna stay in their nest box anyway. I heard, little birdie told me, some people have also seen red pandas at Dierenpark Amersfoort, baby red pandas. So that's what I'm excited for as well, because it's a little bit closer to my house. When was this? I was there last week, so I doubt they were born by that time. I don't know the beats. Oh, you didn't even see the adults. When Eben and I were there, we saw one of them, which is now explained by the fact that there's a baby. Right. So the real life exhibit, it doesn't really have these. I feel like I want to replace these with the thin African beams. Oh, why did that not? Wait, no. I feel like that will be a bit cooler looking. Because it's not as thick. Hello, hello, Mr. Gecko. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and replace all of these. I don't know why. It's huh? That was weird. Okay. Waiting for your drawing program update. So the most beautiful females in the thumbnail, and I had to join. I don't know what a phenol is, but thank you. Just got back from the zoo. Unfortunately, most animals were hiding due to being 3,000 degrees out. Yeah, we've had experience like that here the past couple of weeks. Oh, feline. That makes more sense. It just barely doesn't fit. I sure would have built it out of these from the start. That would have made my life easier. Ooh. I still have to go back to the Beekseberg to see the baby black rhino. But I don't want to be... I hear that people are still like not being successful seeing it. So I'm still cautious because I don't want to go all the way out there again to not see it. Because it was quite disappointing last time. Oh. Even though I got to see the baby battered fox, which was just as cool. I want my rhino. Any crazy theming things planned? Not really. It's gonna be pretty naturalistic. It's just, it's gonna be like we're in the cloud forests. And this is just one of the animals that lives there. And is also being protected by protecting the red panda. I feel like the main thing that I could do in terms of theming is, and that's something that I'll have to hold off on because I promised myself I would hold off on signage. But if I go to, wait, if I go to Nepal, if I go to here, maybe I have a picture of it. Do I have a picture of it? That is not it. No, this. We can have this sign, or recreate this sign. Which is something that was in actual Nepal. Like, oh look, there it is. Should have spaced my special message for now, because you missed the other, your music. No, wait, the music is playing now though, right? Wait, huh? Wait, why is it not working? Why is it not working? That is weird. I shall investigate. I've been enjoying my music. So why? No. Why you no work? What? I'm just gonna restart it. See if that solves it. That okay, I just closed the media player and reopened it and now it's working. That is very weird. eBay, why is it not working? Very weird. But oh well, we fixed it somehow. Let's put this here, I guess. And then here. 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 Balabak. Oh, that. You know. Okay, I was about to say. So, balabak sounds a lot like the Dutch word for ball pit, ballenbak. And I was like, oh, I want to play in a ball pit again. And then I realized that that's like a breeding ground for every germ known to man, probably. And now I'm slightly less excited about that statement I made. It could still be fun, though. So today, I went to the cinema and I saw Toy Story 5. Wow, they made a 5th one. It was actually quite fun. I had a good time. I thought it was a fair, like, it may not have been the most necessary movie ever, but it was a fun movie. I did not go to a zoo. No, I'm going to a zoo tomorrow. So I figured, you know, let's not go to a zoo today and actually do some other things. But I got a cinema subscription the other day. Because it was like on discount, like 50% off. So that basically means like as long as you go to one movie every month, you'll have like, it pays off, you know? So that's what I did. I've now gone to the cinemas twice this month already, so I am turning such a profit on this investment of getting the subscription. The return on investment is crazy. Alright. Yeah, I like that a lot more than what we just had. So for these we should do the thick beams though. That's me. And we should continue that on here as well. So every other thing. But yeah, no, Toy Story was fun. I would say it is like, again, like I said, it's not the most necessary movie. Especially, like, Woody's role in the story is, like, he basically doesn't have a reason to be there at all. He just shows up and then doesn't really add anything. But I guess they thought we can't really have a movie without him. But other than that, yeah, I thought it was a really nice, like, it was advertised as really being like, oh, technology bad, and like that was gonna be the whole point of everything. Like, oh, these damn iPad kids, and yes, that was a big part of the story, but I feel like the final message wasn't that, and I thought that was nice. Senile Woody. I don't think he was exactly senile, but sure. Yeah, I know. It is actually good. I had a good time. It was also nice because starting this week basically, like, okay, I started last month, but this is like the first time it actually feels like it. Like I'm now working 4 days a week instead of 5, and taking the Fridays off as my like main day off. But like I had holidays, I had other things that basically all kind of made it feel like it wasn't necessarily, even though I had that day off, Like, I would have had that day off otherwise anyway. This is the first week where I actually had like a 4-day work week. And then the Friday is like, oh, nice, early weekend. So I think celebrating that by going to the movies was a good call. Wait, I should do this. But it was like I got to reap the fruits of that decision basically, because in the cinema there were like I want to say 8 other people, and it was awesome. And I got the fresh bucket of popcorn. Love you, bro. Thank you. But yeah, no, I got a fresh bucket of popcorn. Why did that? Where's my log? And yeah, I got to enjoy a mostly quiet theater. No people disturbing the movie, no kids, because they were all in school. Although, after today, the summer holiday is starting, so I'm not going to be able to enjoy that part for now. What's your favorite animal? Well, if you've seen my latest video, you should know. But it's a rat panda. Bro. I have to see for 1 second, why are we sorely talking about love? I don't know. But I'm very flattered. Pangolin is a very good favorite animal. Honestly, the other day, somebody asked me, I think it was Eben, he was like, what is your, like, if not for red panda, what is your other favorite animals? And I didn't have an answer because there's just too much. But I think pangolin, honestly, might be the one. They're just so cool. Have you got pets? Yeah, I got a bunch. I got some crabs, some vampire crabs. And I got, the other day, I got a bunch of fish. Wolverines closely followed by Komodo dragon. That's also very nice, yeah. Like a Temminck's pangolin, or do you mean a different species? What is a Temminck's pangolin? I have to look, I have to Google that one. I honestly just mean pangolin, like in a broad sense. Just any pangolin is fine. Although, what was that pangolin species that I learned about the other day? It was the black pangolin or something. Yeah, the black pangolin looks like a fucking fire type Pokemon, and it's absolutely awesome. So if I had to pick a pangolin, it would be the black pangolin. Like, I'm just gonna open this image. Just look at that. That's a Pokemon. That is fucking insane. It looks so cool. So, wait, what did I just close? I just closed something important, I think. Whatever. Right. Alright, let's get this image back up. And so I don't know if I think for the cats we can do the mesh at the top. I think for the yellow-throated martin, which is going to be in here, I don't want to do that. But I don't know if it's unrealistic to have a window this big. Black pangolin use flamethrower. I feel like they would like stick out their tongue and it would ignite like a flame sword. And I don't know. I think I'm going to be able to finish my Everglades house. Nice. We're all trying to finish stuff. Alright. So, this one, would there be glass here? I think this would just be mesh, to be honest. We're just going to have the window in the middle here. Yeah. But I think for the cats, it's not really necessary because they're mostly gonna be on the ground. I need PZ idea. You can use my website, justgoron.com/inspiration, and it will give you a random ID. Alright, okay, this bottom of the thing, I do want to use... Do I want to use bamboo for that? Do I want to have a bottom like that in the first place? What part of the zoo is this? We are in the Nepal area. This is across from the red panda habitat, which is over here. I need to think of something to put along the bottom here. I don't think I want to put anything along the bottom there. I think we just want to have the windows hit the bottom. So I'm going to get the African beams once again. If it lets me. Hello. And we're going to try to line these up. Hey Goran, I've been suffering from cancer last 3 years, and Planet Zoo has always been my savior. Lol, Kyan, impressed. And recently I started watching your videos. I've been feeling better. That's so nice to hear. Thank you. I don't know what to... I mean, nothing can make a situation like that truly better, but I'm glad to be at least a distraction, probably. And I can only wish you the best of luck. It is a fucked up thing. How much you love ocelots? Ocelots are cool. I'd say I love all cats. Okay, this is annoying me. The line to surface is on. I think that's what causes that. There's something that... Yeah, when you have a line to surface on, it like doesn't save your height when you're placing things like out of freehand. It's a very annoying little bit of behavior from the game, but because especially since you don't have the option to turn a line to surface off when you are placing something like this, which just makes it even more stupid. But okay, we're just gonna keep... Hey, what you doing? We are building an Asian golden cat enclosure in Keypark. Right there, and over here. We're gonna need to put a thing down there. Oh, this is a very straight edge, which makes sense. And here it curves into this one. Now over here, I do want to cover up the windows, of course. But I think I also want to put a thing kind of like this. Maybe like this. And we're gonna have some plants like growing over that. And that's gonna make it feel more like you're stepping into the enclosure rather than the enclosure just having that shape. Eben is also building in Keypark. How is that possible? Sims crystal shaped, yeah, a little bit. Alright, this one. You have any plans on what country you'd like to visit next? Yes, so I do have plans with a certain someone to go to the Singapore Zoo. And if we do, then I would be traveling to Southeast Asia in combination with that, would be my plan. I'd also love to go to Costa Rica to see some birds and sloth and things like that. That would probably be combined with another South American country like Peru or Brazil. I'm not sure exactly what would be smart. I have some friends. I have a friend who's from Brazil, specifically Sao Paulo. And from what I've heard, it's not a great place to visit. Like when they go there, they're driving around an armored car with bulletproof windows. And that does not seem like a fun experience to me. Right, so we've got these. Actually, those aren't necessary to inventory. Oh, actually, I need to clean up first. Clean. Because all of these are like either unnecessarily big or yeah. That sounds like a perfect experience. Yes, if you get nervous at a shoddy lion enclosure, then I don't think you'll have a much enjoyment fearing for your life constantly even. You see the new Zoopedia teaser for the lion? Yes. Actually, it took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to figure out that that's a lion, to be honest. But I got there in the end, so it's all good. I'm gonna skip those for now. Wait, again, we don't need to do these. Okay, I'm gonna make a copy of this up here. And I'm gonna take it down. Down. Let's bring it forward a bit as well. That's interesting. I didn't know it went down like that. But that's good. I guess over here we want it further down by the looks of it. Alright, and then for all of these, we want some space at the top. Like this. I was like, oh, that looks kind of like a cat or a dog. What animal possibly has like a bunch of hairs drooping down to its legs? Could it be a wolf? No, they've already shown us the wolf. Maybe it's just a lynx with a really big beard. I think that is generally a thought that crossed my mind. Didn't have my coffee this morning, and now I have a raging headache. Oof. I have a little bit of a headache, but I don't drink coffee, so I don't think it's that. Alright, so we're gonna do a little bit of mesh work. I feel like I could have done this more efficiently, looking back. But whatever. Can probably make this work. Let's see if we can also color this one like the one at Auerhans. I think this is probably like fine in terms of the thing, so let's just go ahead and plaster this all over. I'm embarrassed to ask, but how do you multi-select when you're just clicking stuff? So you hold Control or Shift, and Evan's gonna make fun of me, but I didn't know for a long time that they did different things. But Control is like, it inverts the selected state of whatever object you click. So if it's already selected, it will deselect, and if it isn't selected, or if it isn't selected, it will select it. Whereas Shift will just make it selected. So if you click something that's already selected, it will stay selected. And if you click something that isn't selected, it will select it. Which can be very useful if you're just trying to select a bunch of stuff and you don't want to accidentally deselect something. Alright, I guess we just keep that going across here as well. Okay, that is unfortunately a bit of a mess. Hotkeys exist, yes. Exactly. Alright, so that is the mesh top. Now we are going to have glass all the way around here. I think that's not going to be the greatest visitor experience, but with mesh you would have to create distance as well, which we can't really do here unless we... actually, I kind of like that. What if, hypothetically, we create a little bit of distance over here. So we have... Well, actually, I don't like that, because we are going to have mesh. Yeah, no, I don't like that. Because we're going to have mesh down the middle here to create this two separate enclosures, or at least the ability to turn it into two separate enclosures. So what I was thinking is we can have the path kind of... I can still try. So what I want to try to accomplish is have the path curve around like this. And then we can have mesh in these two. So we'll have two windows and a little bit of mesh, and then photographers can like stand over here to try to get a meshless. It's not gonna be great. I don't know. What do you think? Do we have a mesh section over here, which is kind of boring anyway because it's a very shallow part of the enclosure? I don't think this really adds much. The cool thing it will add is the ability to already add some bamboo over here. It'll create kind of a hideaway spot. But I think we can just keep things the way they were, because that also makes you like kind of walk into the red panda habitat a bit more again. So I shouldn't change layout stuff, basically. We need to finish this zoo. Let's just keep it. So I want to turn all of this into windows, like so. I think we don't have to do the null barrier posts, because I can just hide them into these logs. Yeah, it's Asian Golden Cat. So this is a mod, because we are building a Nepal section. So this is a small cat species native to Nepal. I could have done Clouded Leopard as well. I just think this is a cooler species, and it's more... Yeah, it fits Keypark's vibe more. I feel like this enclosure, if we did Clouded Leopard, like it's could be Clouded Leopard, but it would be a bit of a small Clouded Leopard enclosure. I wouldn't really be comfortable with that, personally. Can we see the model real quick? Yeah, sure, just a second. So I have two cats in here. We've got this one, which is a bit plain. Very good looking model. I mean, this is, I think this one's by, I think this one's by Monsoon, which is just one of the best modders out there. And then we've got this one, which, oh, look at the texturing on those spots. It looks absolutely insane. I mean, it's drowning itself, but just, wow. Are there any real Asian golden cats in Europe? Yes, there's a couple. There's actually a zoo that had babies with them pretty recently. Zoo Heidelberg. No? Yes. Yeah, Zoo Heidelberg. And that is a rarity, because I think there's only like 2 or 3 zoos that have them. And I've not had the pleasure of seeing them. I think the Grüne Zoo Wuppertal had them when I visited, but I didn't get to see them. And I didn't really, back then I wasn't really that much into that sort of stuff yet. I was just like, oh cool, a zoo. Oh, this enclosure seems to be empty. I've not been to the Barcelona Zoo, no. Spain is a country that I'm yet to go to. Maybe next year. Okay. Let's go pretty well. And over here we want this. Barb used to have them. Ooh. Wait, really? It's an odd spot. I never knew there was any exhibit there. Sounds like me not realizing African wildcats are rare in US zoos. Having them at my local zoo is nice. I've seen an African golden cat, which are pretty much only in, I think only 2 zoos in the world, both of which are in Uganda. Hey Goron, finally able to catch a stream live. It was so cool meeting you and even at Paris on that other day. Hey, it's you! That was fun. I'm glad you said hi. Hope you managed to survive the heat that day. We're just gonna take this. So I'm not gonna do the ceiling just yet, because I want to take a little bit of time, like, to build the enclosure without having to deal with the roof. I think that's always appreciated. But we can finish up the sides over here. Damn, this enclosure is longer than I thought. Speaking of enclosures that are longer than I thought, so I've been editing the Savannah Habitat Inspiration video, right? And I just got to Keypark Safari. And man, I forgot how good that enclosure was. I can't wait to share it with you all in that video. I did have a heat migraine the day after. Oof. Yeah, it was worth it though. Yeah, I mean, I purposely chose for a flat roof for this one so that it will be a bit easier to deal with the mesh. But we're still gonna have to make it into whatever shape this is. We'll see. Oh, oops. There we go. Wait, did I? Oh, I definitely messed. I meshed up. Oh, that's wrong. Access. No. How many times can I mess this up? Okay, here we go. It'll be fine. Depending on how much time we spend on building the exhibit, you're gonna get to see just how fine it is. I have been making my life a lot easier with the mesh, and I have been lowering my standards. Like, it's gonna suck when this is done, like the Nepal area, because I've definitely cut a lot more corners than I normally would and that I'm comfortable with. And everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, it looks amazing! What do you mean you were cutting corners? And like, they don't know. They don't know what I've done. But yeah, especially with the Hanuman Langur habitat mesh, like just the fact that it's straight lines is one thing. And that's something I can like excuse myself for, because it's also kind of a stylistic choice. Because I've used like the thin ropes and stuff and whatever. But if you really look at the mesh, like it's very sloppy, and you can't really tell. But oh god, the mesh is giving me a headache now. But yeah, there's just a lot more overlap, like especially over here. If you look at this spot, like notice how thick the mesh gets. That's just because I was being sloppy. But I turned off the part of my brain that has a problem with that because I want to finish the zoo. Oh, you DM'd me the golden can enclosure with Lido. Ooh. Oh, it was over there. Okay, wait. I'm gonna open. I'm gonna open. Because that looks really cool. So it was over here, in between the twin building and the taper. I never knew there was an exhibit there. Like, it has always felt like a bit of a weird empty spot, but not in a way that, like, I was missing something there necessarily. Okay, this isn't the greatest picture. Oh, I remember this sign. I was talking about this sign. So I had a date at Lido last week. And I told her about this sign. Like how this sign peed on like one of my favorite stuffed animals. And I cried because like my favorite stuffed animal had pee on it. Good memories. Good memories. But nice, cool. I had no idea. All right. So we're gonna hold off on the thingy thing. So what we need to do now is build enclosures. So I want to put. I feel like I had. I don't know why I got rid of them. I had some art shapes in here for the water. Because I do want to get rid of the water for a moment so we can do some terraforming. So let's figure that out. Because I do really like the addition of the water. Because basically, I think the edge is a bit extreme. How much? Hmm. How much higher does it need to be? Oh, that's a lot. Does that make sense? Not really. I don't like how it like slopes down, but I think there's not much else I can do. Just going to smooth it out a bit more. Of course, here we're also dealing with the path. Here, I do want to like, kind of stop it a bit sooner. Gore, someone met Goran even IRL? I must say, whenever I visit Beeksberg, I am checking. Just, I mean, usually when I'm in a zoo, I'll be posting to my Instagram. Like any pictures I'm taking. So I feel like I'm pretty stalkable in that sense. Maybe I shouldn't be giving out this advice. But you're always free to say hi. I just might want to, at some point, do my own thing. Alright. I think terraforming-wise we're pretty good. I think it would be nice to raise the terrain a little bit in the back. Like we do in many of our enclosures. It's just... Okay, that's nice. We don't really have to worry about that. Might have to worry a little bit about this. Looks fine to me. So that's good. Yeah, okay, so here we do want to... we should probably just add a door to this. Let's steal one of... Oh! I didn't realize that this was so bad. Hold on. Oh, that doesn't help. Is that better? Nope. Oh, that needs to move a lot. Okay, I don't want that. That's instead... I've been distracted. Desert, rock, this one. Hello. There you go. That basically does the same. And as for this thing... Is that even necessary? A little bit. But it can probably also be accomplished by literally anything else. I don't know why it uses this piece. So let's take the nature tab. Master. Let's just put this in there instead. Alright, cool. And now we'll steal a door. I don't know what these doors are grouped up with. Another door. That makes sense. Okay. Let's only take the doors. There we go. No more issues with that. And oh, there's things to think here. Welcome back. All right, so we were doing the terrain stuff. How's it going? I think it's going pretty good. We're making good progress. Alright, I think that's... Good evening. I think we're able to finish Keypark for Planet 2. I think we're making... Like, I'm kind of locking in. And I think it's going pretty well. I'm not sure if, like... I'm not going to be able to finish it in terms of like my original vision, I think. I think the final things are going to feel a little bit more rushed. Are not going to have the same quality as Cthulhu. Though I'm not sure if that's something I would have been able to maintain anywho. How many habitats left? Well, so we're working on 2 right now. Then there's the red panda and the muntjac. And that will finish up the Nepal area, except for the signage, which I'm going to skip for now. Then we have the wallaby, and a small aviary for kookaburra. And then we have, I don't even know how many things in the South America area. We have the entire South America area, and North America area, which is going to be much smaller, but still. So there is quite a lot left to do. But as long as I don't go overboard with theming, and I just focus on, and that was already the idea for the South America area, to make it a bit more naturalistic anyway. Except for maybe the dome. So I think it's doable. It's just gonna have a bit of a different vibe to it. It's gonna be more like this area actually, which is mostly nature. Yeah, I have some regrets about scrapping the South America area 3 times. If I hadn't done that, I think we'd be a lot closer. But what do you have in mind for the South America area? Just nature, just a walk through. Like the main thing that isn't naturalistic is gonna be the boat with the Galapagos. But besides that, it's really just going to be like, oh yeah. Some monkey islands. I'm probably gonna scrap the harpy because I don't want to do another aviary. But it's really just gonna be low to the ground, animals all around you, and plants and jungle vibes. Very overlone, Hayazu. I don't know. Just good vibes. Good vibes. It's the best I can describe it with my current tired brain. So, Asian golden cat. And yellow for the marten. So for the marten, I am going to add a waterfall. I'm going to put that back here. For which we're going to make this thing a bit darker. Darker. Actually, let's use this to plug up any crevices we still have. So, then we're going to add our waterfall. So let's get jet medium probably. Like that. I'm going to slot that into the waterfall. Can be a bit difficult. I think I gave it a bit too much angle. You could search online for the Spider Monkey Islands in Keypark de Rio if you want some inspiration. I could. I think I've got a decent amount of inspiration and just already have a general sense of what I want to do with the enclosures. There we go. There's our waterfall for the martins. Now we're gonna get jet splash in here as well. Like so. Very cool. All the waterfalls you make in this game just look so extreme. But it's nice. Then there's some things that need to be a little bit more cleaned up. Like this. And over here, and not this beam. Well, actually, we need another beam, which will kind of connect this and this. That's not good. We can pause the game again as well. So over here we're going to have mesh as well. Did you see the next animal teaser for Planet Zoo? Yes, the lion, which I definitely recognized right away, unlike what I said before, that was a lie. I'm so knowledgeable on animals. Any tips for zoo photography? I did for the first time in Paradise. I got some nice shots. But others read most. Not that much. I mean, I'm also very much still a beginner. I feel like if you look at my pictures, you may not think so, but I'm just making 1,000 of them, and then there might be 1 or 2 good ones. I was lion. All right. So I think just having 1 layer of mesh in here would not suffice. Seeing as how we are have 2 different species. So what I do want to do is have a double layer. Which looks a little bit odd. I probably should do that differently. Oh no, it's all grouped up. I don't like that. Oh god. Alright, I should offset them a little bit. Yeah, I know. So the main things that I would say, and I forget which type of camera you had, but mesh is your friend, glass sucks, and the best advice that I've gotten is for a Canon camera at least to put your camera in TV mode, or basically the mode that only controls shutter speed, because you just want to raise your shutter speed to like 500, 800, something along those lines, as long as you got the light for it, and that way you'll get a lot greater photos. What do you think they're gonna pick for the lion? I don't know. African. I really can't tell from what we've gotten so far. Could be Asiatic. They could do both. Who knows? I'm just zooming around. I'm not. I'm not being productive. It's time to be productive. Let's get a sapling or two. I want to basically just add a bunch of foliage. Maybe before we add foliage, we should add some climbing frames actually. Let's go back to our Wolverine habitat from last stream and just steal theirs. That was a pretty nice climbing frame. Could be. What did I say? Did I say Wolverine? Whoops. Okay, wait. This can definitely. Okay, this can go because we've got this that it's attached to. Then we can put this down here. No, the thing is, I've been saying Wolverine, like, I feel like I said Wolverine last stream as well, or at least I fought it at some point during the last week. Maybe when I was right, I don't know. I don't know where it was, but at some point in the last week, I was like, Wolverine, no wait, it was a honey badger. Go. Don't know why this is here, but it's honestly kind of a vibe. Let's keep it there. Wait, the only problem is that this... There's gonna be mesh in the middle here, so this doesn't actually work. And we should do something like this instead. Should actually be really cool. Like imagine standing here and watching it climb towards you. It would suck for photos because there's going to be a mesh wall over there, but still would be cool. Then that reminds me actually, if we are, oh no, we can pretend there's a door here, I guess. Yeah. That would work. Where are you from? I'm from the Netherlands. Okay, let's steal this. And we'll just make something same but different. over here. What's the best zoo in the Netherlands, in my opinion? It's kind of difficult because I'm very biased towards the Beekse Bergen for several reasons. I'm also a really big fan of Burgers Zoo, but I've kind of like, I need something new from them. Like I still like them a lot. I still would say, like, if it's your first time going, it's probably the best, like, first. I think Burgers Zoo is the best, like, the most impressive zoo if you're visiting the first time. But I think Beekse Bergen is still my favorite zoo to visit. Like, I will never be bored at the Beekse Bergen. Last time I went to the Beekse Bergen, I was slightly sad by the fact that I didn't get to see the baby black rhino. But that's nothing, like, that's not the fault of the zoo. I mean, I say that, but they did kind of lock him out. Like, I was actually lied to that day. They said, like, yeah, he might come outside if he feels like it. Meanwhile, the door was locked all day. So it's like, no, he never had the chance to go outside. If you've been to Chester, no, I have not been to any UK zoos yet. It is on my list of places to go, for obvious reasons. But not quite yet. I'm very curious to see what I think of Chester, because from what I've seen, it looks nice, but it doesn't look spectacular, in my opinion. Oh, you missed out on the baby seal. Alright, so I think climbing frame wise, we are pretty good. Yeah, Yorkshire Wildlife Park I absolutely want to visit. So now we're going to add, let's start with the mesh wall, because I keep forgetting it exists. So it's probably a good idea to put it down. So we're going to take this. Do I have random rotation on? I do. Alright, so I'm going to put this in. Okay, yes. Take that, double up on it. I'm back. Welcome back. Okay, that was bad. Gotta center it more. That. Amazing. No worries. Okay, we're gonna go up to hereabouts. Then we're going to take the 2x2. Oh, it's too high. Okay, I want to make a gate over here, which might be difficult. Especially since I want to make it functional. It's the pink things, that's the water. It's a placeholder for where the water's going to be. So we count that. Then I want to see if they can actually walk through that by themselves. Oh no, we cut one in half. They cannot. Okay, so they're going to have something climbable. Like, I don't know, this. Let's see if it does anything. Might need to be longer. Okay, it's close. We're going to the beach club. Damn. It's not something you hear every day. Okay, so it's frustrating that they can use it, but not really. I always get nervous when it does this like infinite recalculating thing. Like, what exactly is? Why aren't you using this climbing frame either? What's he doing? Smelling the bush. What are you doing? Why are you stuck? Yeah, this is frustrating that they can like both use this climbing thing, but neither of them. Yeah, the picture in the corner is the old yellow marten exhibit from Owls, right? Yes, it is. Oh, my bad. Gesundheit. Thank you, Eben. Yeah, something makes me feel like the traversable area is just kind of bugged. Oh, now it's working. I just had to add more and more. Okay, it's still doing the infinite, like, recalculating thing. And I don't know why this one hasn't gotten, like... I don't know why it says that they can't climb this one. I'm glad to hear that as well. Like, did I make any of these non-climbable? Maybe it's just because of steepness or something. Oh, nice. Oh, he's actually... He's gonna climb straight up, isn't it? I'm curious to see how this will play out. Okay, he completely gave up. think I should make these non-climbing. That might break something. No, it didn't. Okay, that's good. Alright, so, what I want then is banding. I will say this gate is too big, realistically. Like, I think this gate is big enough for something like a lion. It doesn't really make sense to have it for a small cat like this. But whatever. Also, welcome back once again. You know what? That's probably good enough. It's good enough for the idea of it. It's time we add some grass. Not that close to it though. Like this would be a very heavy foot traffic area. The purpose where the water will be indeed. So this will be a pretty heavily walked on area. So there wouldn't be grass there, but all the way around here, especially on the water edge. This would also be pretty walked on. Right, like so. Alright, we should probably put some logs over the water. Oh. This reminds me, once I'm done with the Savannah inspiration video, I'm gonna start working on the next Goron Goes Wild as well. And you're gonna love, like, at one point during the chimpanzee trekking, there was like slightly too big of a water stream to cross. And the ranger's like, no, everyone, wait here. You're gonna get wet shoes. We're going to make a bridge. And like, it took them like 3 minutes for them to like come back. 2 people carrying this big ass log and just chugging it into the water, and being like, yes, we have made a bridge. They were so proud of their bridge. It was really nice. And like the moment someone stepped on it, it snapped in two, of course. But it's the gesture that counts. Forgot my accuracy intensity. There we go. This Babirusa habitat is killing me. Oh, you're working on a Babirusa habitat? I can't say I've made a Babirusa habitat before. Though I guess I did help even with one in St. Reginald. Oh yeah. Yeah, filling a habitat like that with clutter is also not one of my favorite things to do. That's also something we're about to be doing here now. We're just gonna add a bunch of grasses. But mostly bamboo, and that's kind of the difficult one. Honestly, I feel like we should probably just put the roof on first. Oh, did I not group these up? That's kind of stupid of me. Is this all of them? No. Okay, let's get rid of this. Put the water back. Oh, why is it obstructed? What did I do? Oh. I could have expected this. Still? I wish it would show you kind of the range. Okay. I don't know. Take some inspiration from bladder fishing at enclosure with the foliage. Yeah. That is actually a really good idea. Now let's put this away. And now put it back. Oh wait, did that? Oh, that broke the path. Shit. Oh, I hate that. I worked really hard on that path, I remember. I don't want to redo that. I didn't know when I removed the water that I would have to deal with that. That sucks. But it's fine. I'll figure something out. Why are you here? What are you relocating anyway? Okay. No. Why are you not in your exhibit? What happened here? I want you to move, because I can't do my pathing. You're annoying. Hello, game. Why game don't work with me? Why game hate? That doesn't actually have to connect. I know, but sometimes it do be a bitch, and in here it has been being a bitch. I remember, and I had it working. And it took a long time to get to that point. So I was very happy that it did. So I'm going to do it like this. Oh, what? Check your Discord. I saw something insane in Keypark. I saw a wombat in your zoo. Thank you, Eben. Wow. That is amazing. I'm so proud of you. See, it's already bitching. It's saying no path to destination. Okay, I'm going to put it in the trade center. And there must be alligator habitat was being difficult. Yeah. So I don't know if this one... Oh, the perimeter crosses over itself. God. What have I done? Oh, it's not happy with this. Huh. Game, what do you... Since when is that a problem for you anyway? Silly. Why is it not letting me? Game. What? What? Wait. So you work, you just don't have an indicator for it? That's weird. Okay. I want to get rid of you. And then I want to connect these two. Now it should stop complaining. Yes. And now I should be able to put my cat back. Where's my cat? Where's my kitty cat? I really need to clean out my trade center because there's a lot of animals here that I'm not going to be using. Alright, there you go. Hey, it can go back. Worst thing about our trip to France is that Goran saw me seeing a wombat and I saw Goran seeing a winter rock. Yes, I can no longer make pictures or make jokes that Eben is just seeing a rock. That they will never see a wombat because I was there. Of course, I don't get to see the wombat. You know, that's the fun part about this exhibit. It's actually very realistic because the wombat might just be underground. It's probably in here. Yeah, you little shit. Good job. Do you have a Discord server? Yes, it's in the description of all of my videos. Looking at my local zoo is once again just sleeping in his hammock. They tend to do that. Wait, yours has a hammock? That's awesome. Oh look, she made it to the other side. That's cool. Alright. Anyway, yes, we should look at the fishing habitat, fishing cat habitat of Blijdorp. I should also make a backstage over here. So let's start off with that. I think what I want to do is... I probably just want to... Yeah, let's just copy this one. It's a small hammock. Okay. Right, so we'll copy over this. When I think of it. If you're ditching the harpy, if you ditch the optional aviary, yes. What will I have room for? Probably mate wolf or something, maybe. I will say these are all just ideas, right? I might not ditch all of those things. Bushstock and spectacled bear? I don't know. I would want to give spectacled bear a lot more than that, I feel like. But that is a really cool species mix that we saw on our holiday. And it's definitely inspiring. Jaguar? Jaguar as well. Like, a good Jaguar exhibit would be pretty much all of this, in my opinion. So that's also not really a option. I have not seen Nashville's spectacled bear habitat, no. If you move the tortoise indoors and you have as much space as Due has. Really? Eben has been putting way too much thought into this, I see. He's basically making an offer I can't refuse, and then gonna bitch if I refuse. Like, I'm surprised it's been this long that Eben has brought up the buffalo aviary, or the Leshway aviary, whatever. I'm a console player. Ooh, like a challenge. I've given up on the Leshway aviary. See, I've rejected him so hard. He's given up. No. Eben said that when in my Africa area, Eben wanted me to do basically the buffalo aviary, but with Leshway. A masochist. Yes, that's how you describe a console player. It is a great idea, just not for Keypark. Alright, let's mesh things up. So, I think I'm going, yeah, we're definitely going to align it with this side, first and foremost. So we're going to take this, we're going to take mesh. We're going to definitely leave this group in a moment. Let's place 2 of these, and we're gonna split from group. Let's go all the way to this side, and we're going to go bam. Speaking of bam, who here has been following the bricks and minifigs drama? Because I've been kind of gobbling up a bunch of videos about it. I find it pretty fascinating, but man, what a story that is. I still don't know, I don't really know where it's going. That's kind of the annoying thing with these kind of legal things. It's like the actual lawsuits are going to take so long. I just want justice to resolve, to be swift. I'm gonna have to leave you for tonight, as I still got some stuff to do before tomorrow. Yeah, I shouldn't make it too late either. I've been tired all week. And I have plans tomorrow, as it so happens. Someone in here knows about those. Alright, now we're just gonna go one by one. So, yeah, see you tomorrow, Eben. Console workshop is but. Oh, that's a shame to hear. Here. Basically, we're just gonna attach these as far as we can. I think. No. See ya! Right, so the idea for now is just to line these up as far forward as possible, and after that we're going to go in with a smaller one to bring the detail. Yeah, this one can go pretty much all the way, right? So I just have to line it up here. And then the next one can't go that far. Oh, whoa. Why is it floating this much? I guess we should move it all down. After all. That's too much. So I guess. Yeah, like that. Okay, now let's go as far back as that. Alright, and this one's a little bit more complicated. So for this one, we're going to do is something else. We're going to go 1, 2. Then we're going to go all the way over here and line those up. Hello, Nobo. How are you? 1, 2. Her inspirations videos have saved me multiple times. That's awesome to hear. Always happy to know that they're helpful. One, two, bam. You're good, that's good. What are we up to today? We are building a habitat for the Asian golden cat. So that Planet Zoo logo, which one? The Ibex one. That is somewhat surprising. But I guess could be an animal that's difficult to come up with something for. Alright, that is as much as we're going to be able to do there. So now I think what we do is we take either the 1x1 or immediately go to the half by half. I'm not sure what's the smartest move. Because there's definitely areas like over here where the... I mean, here there's really nothing we can do, basically. We just have to leave that. Oh, Nobo's new font masterpiece. Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. I've been spoiled about a new font piece drop. Right, we're gonna take this and place it over here. I guess? Here? Oh no, it doesn't line up. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh, whatever. Oh. Let's split that. Actually, probably just raise this one instead. Oh, Planet Zoo 2 is going to be so great. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's coming soon. And I'm really hoping that I'll be able to finish Keypark, but also I can't wait to just play it. Keypark be damned. Wait, line these up better because they're not good. Oh. Yeah, that's better. So we are just going to move this as far as we can, like so. Actually, no. Not as far, yes. Then we're going to go basically one down. And that's going to mess up stuff over there, but I'm going to try not to care about that. It's just kind of something we need to deal with if we want to make this work. I don't know why these don't line up, to be honest. Doesn't make sense to me. But whatever. Why can't this go more forward? Oh, because of you. They are. Huh. That limits the need for all of these. Pretty much. Can you please check my zoo in the workshop? I'm not gonna do zoo tours while we're doing something else. Like, I don't want to close and have to reopen the zoo. Crazy to think about Planet Zoo only 7 years old and Planet Zoo 2 drops. Yeah, that is crazy. Those who haven't seen the Birmingham Zoo entrance, you have to look it up. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find my first zoo. It's not a very specific name. But I also don't really do zoo tours. Anyway, I've done one. That was a fun thing. It was a very specific thing that I really wanted to see. And if I ever see something else that I want to tour, I might. But right now I'm focused on just finishing my own zoo, to be honest. I'm too busy to look at other people's zoos. I will tour the Zoo of Gent when Eben finishes that. Yes. Okay. But this one. There's other YouTubers that do tours. I'm not one of them. I'm sorry. Oops. Do you know the YouTuber Kingpin? I've heard of him. Recently we had a bit of drama regarding him, I think. So that's pretty much all I know about the guy. I've not really watched any of his videos, I'm afraid. Right. This is going pretty good. He's good at storylines. Oh. About the font sign I've made so far, it's nothing special. You didn't miss much. Ah, okay. I think we can just keep doing what I was doing just now. Because it's actually going better than what we're doing with these. Kind of regret not doing that for all of them. I mean, it's difficult to maneuver because of how big and far away it is. But it's getting me less of these overlapping issues. Alright, wait, I really should be using this stuff. Wait, let's undo that. Let's do it one by one. I'm gonna go forward one, then back until we reach the edge. Forward one, back until we reach the edge. Forward one, back until we reach the edge. I'm gonna go now. It was nice talking with you. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. And netting like that is going to be easy. Plazoo 2. I'm so excited to test Linux. Yeah. I wonder if you're going to be able to do like flat things like this. I'm guessing. I don't see why you wouldn't be. I'm also really excited to play around with that. See what kind of stupid stuff we're able to do with that. I really wonder what the limitations are and whether or not we're going to be able to find ways around those. Oh, he plays on console. I didn't know that. Oh. Whew. Okay, we're getting there. It's definitely, the mesh is definitely getting a bit thicker due to all of my imperfect placements. Yeah, whatever. 'Cause, 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 'c Okay, we're almost there. Effects. Oh, wait, no. I could take this all the way over here at least. The focus is real. Definitely will say Kingpin is one of the good YouTube personalities versus hyper fixated on surrealism. I mean, gotta have a bit of everything, right? What do you mean hyperfixated? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. This is perfectly normal non-ADHD or autism behavior. Bam! We got our mesh. Woohoo! Alright, then the next thing I want to have is framing. We want to make these windows good. I think I'm gonna wrap up the exterior and then we're gonna wrap up the stream. So we're gonna do these windows up nicely. And then I'm gonna like wrap up. And I'll leave the planting either for another day or for in between this stream and the next. But I'm honestly feeling confident that in like the next week or so, like depending on how much time I have to work on this. Wait, we need to group these up so I can more easily group them. I think in the next week or so I might be able to finish the bulk of the Nepal area, which is pretty nice. This window's bigger than the rest. Hey, Nix. I'd love to see an updated orangutan. Yeah, I hope the fur will be very nice. Oh yeah, an updated okapi will also be really good, I hope. That's definitely one of the weaker models from Planet Zoo 1. I'm so jealous of ZSH. Like, I don't know how he does what he does. I really want to be more like that. Like, I really like doing the hyper detailed stuff, right? Sometimes I wish I could turn that button off. That's kind of what I've been trying to do with like these remaining Keypark exhibits. To just say good enough is good enough. And maybe I'll be able to keep the momentum going. That accent. I am also very jealous of his accent. I'm also jealous of the fact that he records his zoo tours with an iPhone. And they end up looking that good. Or maybe I'm just bad at making videos in real life. Wait, why is it flipped like that? That doesn't make any sense. What? So weird. Oh yeah, giant ender would be really good, most likely. I don't know what animals to expect anymore, and just there's so much good stuff, you know? But we can't get everything. It's gonna be so hard to accept that. I don't think the babies ride the mothers, no. It's going together very nicely. Yeah, I agree. I'm very happy. It's roughly what I had in mind. Oh, we didn't need to do the mesh of this part as well. I'm hoping for eggs. I don't know if I really care about that. Like, I understand the decision Frontier made in regards to, like, the timelines of the game. And how eggs don't really fit that. But hey, JWE has it, so who knows? I never know how much we can count on JWE features being a thing for Planet Zoo. Because they are very different games. Right, there we go. Okay, so we need to do the mesh of this. I think what I want to do for a start is take this all the way over here. That's already pretty cool. Then we get the mesh. Okay, wait, maybe I need to redo that because it's kind of a mess. There we go. This. I like to keep us guessing by pulling from the base game DLC and new species, yeah. I mean, that's the best approach, right? I really don't see it work if they did it any other way. this is very messy, but whatever. It's good enough. We're gonna cover a bunch of this with ivy anyway. So, I think that just about concludes the exterior of the enclosure. So probably in between streams I'll work on it a little bit in terms of the foliage, and then it's basically done, because it's basically almost good enough as is already. And then yeah, I think next stream we might already be very close to finishing this area. So we have just 2 habitats left after this. The red panda one, which is already 90% finished. I'm considering switching out these beams for more straight beams, because the red panda's like climbing on them. I don't know why it's not showing. I don't know why it's not showing the thing right now. Yeah, there you go. Alright, it's already visible on the... I don't know why it's like constantly going back and forth, but whatever. When they do climb it, which they do, this one's about to, when they do climb it, it looks very janky. So of course the tree is gonna be janky, that's kind of whatever. But when they're on the beams, like look at how he's like floating in midair. So I don't like that, and I think a straight beam wouldn't have that many issues. Like he's literally just floating in midair. So I think I don't want to use these African branch beams. I should move to just some straight climbing beams or something, because it doesn't look that good. And then yeah, for these I don't care. Oh my god! Oh, I thought he was sleeping on the beam, but no, he's just moonwalking. Oh, he is sleeping on the beam. Kind of. Please do that some more. Yeah, that's a good spot. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, that's almost a good spot. Are you gonna turn around while lying down again? Or have you now found your spot? Oh, that's so cool. Oh, look at that. I'm really happy with this. Oh, that's a good spot right there. I know I just said that, but now it's for real. Look at that. So cute. That's amazing. I'm just gonna update the thumbnail after this. That's so cool. Alright. So yeah, that is the Asiatic golden cat or Asian golden cat enclosure. Just lacking some foliage. And then over here we got the yellow-throated martin enclosure, which is a bit on the small side, but that's fine. Still haven't messaged Monsoon about that. I'm gonna do that maybe right away. But I am gonna end the stream here because I'm very tired and I have a lot of plans tomorrow. I also kind of want to continue working on the Savannah Habitat Inspiration video, which I'm not going to be able to finish today because I still have like 2 hours of footage left. And then I need to do like a 1.5 hour voiceover. So, oh god, I don't look forward to that. But that's a problem for Sunday. I'm going to wrap it up here, which I think I've already said like 5 times now. So now I'm actually going to do it. I want to thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you all in the next stream on Wednesday, if all goes to plan. I don't think I have anything planned on Wednesday. Nope. It's my brother's birthday. But that's not an issue for the stream. So I'll see you then. Bye bye!